Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Do you want to torture your guests? Would you like them to ride the same roller coaster over and over again for the rest of time until there's nothing left of them but dust? You have come to the right place, as today I will show you a trick that allows you to build roller coasters that keep on going forever, until time is no more. We have seen something similar to this before with the perpetual motion roller coaster, but that one requires cheats to get the train into this loop of track that doesn't have a station. You could also trap a train in a valley and it will keep rocking back and forth forever, but that doesn't really count as a roller coaster that never stops. Now, this trick, or rather two different tricks, are entirely possible without cheats and are incredibly simple to do. The main problem that we're trying to solve here is that eventually every train will return to and stop at a station to let the guests off. If we can prevent the train stopping at a station or prevent the guest from getting off when it does stop, we can trap the guests on it forever. Both of those things are possible in different ways, and let's start with the first one, preventing the train from stopping at the station. I'm pretty sure I've seen this trick many years ago already, but it was recently independently discovered and brought back into our minds by YouTuber Tony Muskie. He makes guides about all kinds of things in Rollercoaster Tycoon Classic. Check him out by following the link in the description. It works as follows. If you put a ride in reverse incline mode, but then have the train complete the circuit instead of stalling and going backwards, it will keep going around and around forever, trapping anyone that's on it. Reverse incline mode is meant for boomerang designs, where you're pulled up backwards, are released, travel through the station and the track to another spike, stall and go backwards, fly through the station in reverse, stall again, and finally enter the station from the back to finish the ride. The train enters the station 3 times here, first forwards, then backwards and lastly forwards again. But what happens when you don't let the train stall and instead have it complete the circuit? Now, every time it enters the station it's going forward, and this means that it will never stop. The reason this happens is that the game waits for the train to enter the station backwards before it can stop it, and since it never does that, the game thinks the ride isn't over yet. No matter how long you wait, the first guest to get on this ride will stay on it forever, as they go around and around until the end of the universe. You do need to use boosters of some kind in order to make this work, as otherwise the train can't make it back over the original chainlift hill it was pulled up. And that is a problem if you want to do this in Rollercoaster Tycoon 2 Vanilla, as booster pieces don't exist there. RCT1 has them, RCT Classic has them, and of course Open RCT2 has them, but plain Vanilla RCT2 does not have boosters. It does have the launched lift hill on the Twister Coaster, but the Twister Coaster doesn't get reverse inclined mode. You may think, why don't we simply use a chainlift? And that would be a very logical idea, except for the fact that chainlifts don't work when a ride is in reverse inclined mode. You do get pulled up backwards along a chainlift at the start, but after that they all act like normal track pieces. The only way to get extra speed in reverse inclined mode here is by abusing the glitch that makes downward corkscrews and steep track pieces give more speed than they should. By building enough of these elements, you will eventually get enough extra speed to make it back over the reverse incline hill. The second way to make the guest go around and around on the same ride forever without getting off is by simply removing the exit building. This seems impossible, as the game won't let you test or open a ride if it doesn't have an entrance and exit building. A launched ride could have an unreachable station where you put the exit, but a ride in that mode can only work if it has a single station. The only ride where this does work is the LIM launched coaster, which can have multiple stations when using the powered launch block sectioned mode, which is unique to the LIM coaster. The problem is that after it goes once, it will never go again. Even though the guests are trapped, the coaster doesn't keep going, so it doesn't count for this video. The solution here is to build 2 stations, remove the connection between them and then complete the circuit on the station that the train will spawn on. If you put the entrance on the complete circuit and the exit on the separate station, the game will accept this as a complete circuit and you can open it. This ride will operate entirely normally, except that when it stops at the station the guests can't get off as there is no exit building. Instead, it will just wait for a bit and then set off again with the same load of guests. I personally would just walk through the entrance building at some point, but the Rollercoaster Tycoon guests aren't very good at thinking outside the box. They will not recognize a way of the ride unless it is specifically called a ride exit. So there you have it, 2 ways to trap your guests on a roller coaster forever without using any cheats. If you enjoyed this video, you may also enjoy this one about trapping your guests in a maze that they have no ability to solve. Thank you all for watching and I will see you in the next video.